What could be more valuable than a goal? A goal that was saved. From stops that won Champions League titles to the ones that won the World Cup, here is our list of the greatest saves in football history. At number 20, sometimes the most unpredictable player for a goalkeeper is one of his teammates. Misplaced passes and deflections can lead to disastrous outcomes. But Lyon's former goalkeeper Gregory Coupé here made lemonade out of one. He faced an enormous challenge at Camp Nou in Lyon's 2001 Champions League clash against Barcelona. With the score level at 0-0, he received an awkward pass from his teammate Claudio Cacapa, who was on a stretch. No one knows why. Barcelona's Ronaldo was right behind, but Coupé's ninja response was stunning. A header into his own crossbar. When the Brazilian pounced at the rebound, Coupé used his cat-like reflexes and saved that too. Oh, we have better. 19. We know Erling Haaland's monstrous reputation in front of goal. On the 29th of October 2023, Manchester City drubbed their arch-rivals United 3-0, but Ten Hag's reason for not having De Gea in the side was proven by this instance. At the closing stages of the first half's extra time, Haaland nearly sent one to the moon, but Andre Onana sent it flying back. It's rare to see the Dothraki beaten like that. Number 18. Peter Schmeichel might laugh at Onana's big save being called as one of the best. What he did for the Red Devils in the 1996 Champions League could scare any striker. Rene Wagner's header was destined to cross the line, but Schmeichel dove to his right and sent the ball howling in the air. He stopped a certain goal. The Rapid Vienna players were stunned. Even the ball would have felt the pain if it were alive. Next is the iconic save beloved to every Czech fan. Number 17. Peter Cech, the former Czech Republic goalkeeper, is renowned for his legendary skills. He's over 6 feet 5 inches tall. We will tell you why every inch matters. In the group stages of Euro 2004, prime Czech Republic faced off against the Netherlands. In the match, John Heitinga unleashed a meteoric volley. The crowd gasped. Not for the goal, but for the save made by Peter Cech, an almost impossible save made using just his fingertips. Czech Republic won 3-2, a narrow win by a single goal, all due to Czech's genius touch. Czech Republic topped their group with Germany and Latvia and made it to the semifinals, where they were beaten by Greece in the end. Up next is the man of steel. Goalkeepers don't need capes to fly. Their focus is their superpower. At save number 16, let's witness Marc-Andre Ter Stegen's stunner against Sevilla. Ter Stegen's moment came in the 61st minute. A jump to a height that left soccer pundits speechless. Right after the first save, Superman got up quickly. He blocked the incoming attempt on the rebound as well. And if that looked like a miracle to you, imagine what would have made a user to comment this on Reddit. At number 15, we have Peter Schmeichel described as the best save he has ever seen in his life. An incredible free kick by James Maddison, who almost believed he had scored, but Arsenal's Aaron Ramsdale took charge. Brendan Rodgers' side was behind by 2 goals when they were awarded a free kick, but James Maddison's perfect dream was tipped off the crossbar by Ramsdale, like reversing Thanos' snap. And for saving the universe, he was awarded the player of the match. Okay, so what do you know about Kyle Walker's shape-shifting ability? Did you know that the City defender once filled in as a goalkeeper? In City's 2019 clash against Atalanta, the Blues lost both their goalkeepers, Ederson and Claudio Bravo, and Kyle Walker stepped in. And what happens when someone with a goalkeeper in his DNA wants to desperately save a goal? The FA Community Shield final between Liverpool and Manchester City was tied at 1-1, and Salah almost won it for the Reds. That was not to be because Kyle Walker made a miraculous save. Walker came up with one of the best goal line clearances ever seen in soccer. This mind-bending clearance took City to penalties, and Pep's side eventually won. Real heroes are made in high-pressure matches, and Ter Stegen, not Kyle Walker, we've said, is our Superman. Number 13. Tensions were soaring in the El Clasico between Barcelona and Real Madrid, one of the oldest and bitterest rivalries in soccer history. Under this unendurable pressure, Ter Stegen decided to show off his real powers. It's hard for goalkeepers to judge when the ball has a lethal spin and a constantly evolving dip can land anywhere, but Ter Stegen canceled it with just the tip of his hands. The striker must have wondered if he was dreaming. This Ter Stegen save was a one-off. You will know why when you see how David Seaman was called caught off guard. Number 12. This free kick dropped in like an illusion. This swirling leaf of a shot sent England out in the quarterfinals. Surely an embarrassing moment for Seaman. But at the age of 39, in his 1,000th professional game, David Seaman redeemed himself. Arsenal was barely hanging on with a 1-0 lead in the FA Cup semi-final. In a set piece, Sheffield nearly buried Arsenal's dreams, but David Seaman pulled an anti-Ronaldo out of his hat, a mind-blowing save by the legend. He hung his gloves at the age of 40, and our next save will feature a player who looks forever young, but played more matches than Seaman in his career. We are also starting to wonder if we are being too harsh on Sevilla here. Save number 11. Sevilla had reasons to believe in a hoodoo against Los Blancos that day because Spain's iconic goalkeeper Iker Casillas delivered a screamer. The day couldn't have gone better for Sevilla because they were leading. Their strikers charged in to put the final nail in Real Madrid's coffin, but Iker Casillas was not having it. It was like waking up Sevilla from their dreams. Every athlete loves photo-worthy moments, but these are the ones that show what runs in the veins. Number 10. At times, it's not the most decorated matches that produce historic moments. They can come from a League One playoff match between Charlton Athletic and Shrewsbury Town. Shrewsbury Town was given a walk in the park, but Ben Amos made the save for the ages. Determination with no equal. A memorable day for Ben Amos, but for the strikers, the nightmares must have partied hard. Here comes Peter Schmeichel again. The Dane was United's mainstay in the 96-97 Premier League season. At the end of the season, Newcastle and Manchester United were locked in a tight battle. Only 4 points separated them at the top of the table, but Schmeichel proved impenetrable that day. Multiple lethal shots were fired at the goalkeeper, who didn't even blink once. A stellar show that set a benchmark hard to surpass. Schmeichel guarded United's thin lead as the Red Devils finished at the top of the table, but that was a bomb. Here comes something nuclear. A goalkeeper who burns so much energy on the pitch that you begin to wonder where that is coming from. Jordan Pickford, the dynamite. His high-octane energy is matched only by his samurai-level skills at the goal. He can pick gigawatts in his saves, like this one. His first save was incredible. Soon he got back to his feet and dove like a thunderbolt to block the next shot. No wonder he got caught in the net after that. England's own Tuco Salamanca may have his limits. Not this man, though. Number 7. Germany's Manuel Neuer, a flawless example of German engineering. In his prime, he would appear out of nowhere and do things that nobody could imagine. In a UEFA League contest, he gave Italy a taste of his super IQ. Only a few players in soccer can execute a 180-degree quick turn. Most players fear their blind spots and avoid taking risks. Only geniuses have it in their instincts. When the direction of attack changed, the German was alert. He executed a 270-degree turn, a move that gave him the advantage to leap out and save the shot. After his super reflexes, Neuer got up again. He dove and dunked the ball out of his opponent's reach. What a save! Why else do you think Ter Stegen was on the bench for Germany? But Jurgen Klopp's boys might have a different say in Neuer's heroics, because they have seen Thibaut Courtois. 2022 was an extremely unlucky year for the Liverpool fans. Manchester City edged them out of the title race by 1 point. Liverpool headed to the Champions League final, seeking revenge. But then, there was Courtois. He made a record 9 saves in the final. This might still haunt Sadio Mane as a goal in his subconscious. You could call this save a resurrection. Storm hit Salah as well. Jurgen Klopp's men couldn't breach the line, and Real Madrid did what they do best. The Belgian goalkeeper was named the player of the match. Wait for the save that's worthy of a World Cup. Save number 5. Spain was in unbeatable form. Netherlands, as always in major tournaments, was a tough nut to crack. The two teams clashed for the 2010 world title in Johannesburg, and Spain's every bit of magic was crashing dead on the Netherlands' door. The game was tied at 0-0 in the 61st minute when Arjen Robben found himself one-on-one with Iker Casillas, but Casillas denied the Dutch star. Talk about time slowing down. You won't see a better example. Casillas had already dived to the opposite side, but he moved his legs in midair somehow to block the shot. In the 160 16th minute, Andres Iniesta finally broke the jinx. Spain became champions of the world. Moving on to the 2006 World Cup winning save, the day Italy won their 4th world title. Also the day when Gianluigi Buffon stopped Master Uruguay from winning the game for the French. Zinedine Zidane was infamously sent off for headbutting Marco Materazzi in the 110th minute, but before that, the talisman nearly won the game for the French. In the 103rd minute, Zidane got a free header in the 18-yard box, but Buffon kept the Italians in the game. France may have won had Zidane not lost his cool that day. We will never know for sure, but if Buffon had let this one go, then a red card for Zidane wouldn't have mattered much. How about the kind of save that made the goalkeeper faint in the end? At number 3, we have military-level dedication. On March 15th, Atletico Madrid's Jan Oblak made not 1, not 2, but 3 saves in quick succession. Diego Simeone was ecstatic. Leverkusen fans were stunned. If there had been more shots coming, we bet he would have stopped them too. Golden and others ran to congratulate Oblak, only to realize he had collapsed on the ground in exhaustion. But not even Bamba Vanga could have imagined anything close to the next save on our list. At number 2, we have the scorpion kick. Colombian goalkeeper Rene Higuita lived a thug life. Literally, he was accused of having ties to Colombian drug lords Pablo Escobar and Carlos Molina. On the field, his character translated to absolute magic. The Colombian goalkeeper was popular for his risky goalkeeping style. The craziest of all saves came during the friendly against England in 1995. El Loco turned a hopeless mishit into a golden moment in soccer history. Higuita leaped forward, bent his legs back, and cleared the ball in midair with his heels. Can you imagine? What if the Colombian had missed that shot that day? Now, what could possibly top Higuita's save? The answer is a run by a goalkeeper that humbled Cristiano Ronaldo in his prime. In a 2008 Manchester derby, City was trailing by a goal. In search of a late equalizer, the City players thronged into United's box. Joe Hart joined this last-ditch effort to convert the corner, but the ball ended up with the Red Devils instead. In a swift counterattack, Ronaldo sped with the ball. With no one guarding City's goalpost, this was surely a cakewalk. But Joe Hart was on a mission. He shocked everyone with his speed, including Ronaldo, who passed the ball to Rooney. The striker saw that Hart hadn't reached yet, so he lofted the ball high towards the post. An impeccable strike. But not only did Joe Hart get there, he also thumped the ball away. Can you believe that Joe Hart ran over 80 yards to cover the shot? The stuff of dreams. The 1 in 14 million. Yes, real football heroics aren't just in the dribbles and goals. Best defense is the best offense. And saves like this make the sport great. Subscribe to Top Hat Top Bins for more exciting videos.